more, with the legacy still continuing up until now. Joining me now to discuss the economic legacy of late Jerry Rawlings and how this has also steadily helped the economy of Ghana to improve. I have with me economist Hardin Udo. Good to have you on the Breakfast Show this morning.
Thank you so much, David.
The passing of Jerry Rawlings came to everybody as a shock. It's tributes have been pouring in and a whole lot more. But now, in terms of the economic aspect of this, its contribution to Ghana as a whole, the steady growth we've seen in the economy, despite all of the hits that most African countries have had, Ghana has managed to come out of the rubble. Look at when they also had to apply for the heavily indebted poor countries. The plan of action was to improve on agriculture, also improve on the purchasing power parity, and also work towards a stronger investment in manufacturing and a whole lot more in terms of gold, cocoa beans paste, cocoa paste, and also manganese ore. It was almost as if there was a blueprint ready to shoot up the economy back on track.
Yeah. First of all, thank you so much for having me again, David. Like you said, there was an economic plan, and it was followed to the letter. The IMF and the World Bank, they actually had, a lot of people are silent, but just like Nigeria has a structural adjustment program, Ghana had the enhanced structural adjustment program, which encompasses the whole of the policy of the state. So kudos to Jerry Rawlings and his administration. He couldn't be said to be an economist per se, but he understood something, and which is core to economics, and that was belly economics. Whatever policies we have as a nation, if it did not impact on the tables of the economy, I quote, I don't like using this, if it did not impact on the poorest of poor, it was going to be a failure. Now, the enhanced structural adjustment program came about when, if you can recall, Ghana was suffering an inflation rate, the burden of an inflation rate in excess of 100%. They didn't have food on their tables. Soap was expensive. People could not afford it.
And that was also the time we had free education also come into bear as well.
And all of that. So the whole gamut of policies actually came under that umbrella. Yes.
Now, for so many emerging economies also within this doldrum, as we might describe it now at this point in time, in Africa, taking cues from what Ghana has been able to do up until now, what do you think should be also the plan in terms of successive leadership and the sort of policy drive that African leaders as a whole have to share in terms of connecting with the people, ensuring that we still have policies, programs, and sustainable growth plans that we can have that would go beyond just one administration?
Yeah. Okay. So a good question there. So David, let's take cue from like Nigeria, Ghana, for instance. When we spoke about structural adjustment program in Ghana, it was happening about the same time in Nigeria. When we speak about Vision 2020 in Ghana, which encompassed all of these policies, it was also happening very soon in Nigeria. So what causes the derailment is the political will. And so if I'm going to have a shout out to African governments and successive African governments, I will say monitor, evaluate, and execute from the paper to reality. If we do not do that, Rawlings was known for something, just as what's the name of this man now? Rawlings was known for one thing. He said, I want it done today. I want it done now. And if our African leaders do not embark on the same policy approach, look, I just don't want to sign this into law. I want to see it being executed. I want to see it being followed through. A lot of the colorful policy programs we have across Africa will come to naught. And you see, he didn't just talk the talk, he walked the talk. So the agricultural policies, for instance, that you spoke about, the human capital development that you spoke about, you found him in the trenches working with people. You found him in the farms working with people. So he could actually see the policies play out. Not until the leaders actually step down from the ivory towers and go into the trenches with the people. There will always be that separation of policy programs from reality.
Now, another big issue we have on ground, and one of the legacies we think is left behind as well, is the fact that no country can work as a silo. There's the need for synergy. At this point in time where we are having the global economic meltdown, every single country is re-strategizing, just trying to ensure that their economies don't slip or nosedive into recession and they are not able to come back up. What sort of synergy do you think we should have along the West African region now? We know the ties with Ghana is a little bit severe when it comes to some of the trade relations. We've had traders, Nigerian traders in Ghana, not have the best of experiences in recent days and months and years, and also a whole lot more. How do we now begin to repair these ties and then also have a stronger West African hub? Make Ghana and Nigeria the bigger markets that they are.
Okay, good. ECOWAS, the ECOWAS bloc as a whole, has a major role to play when it comes to that synergy that you speak about. Truly, the world is in peril, especially with COVID-19, like you said, and the nosediving of our GDP and all of that, the expectation, and then the recovery as well. Now, where you have brother and sister fighting, for instance, Nigeria, Ghana, row, someone stoked the fire sometime. And remember, before we started fighting, we closed our borders. And we should have expected retaliation. That is just how it is. Trade wars go on. If Nigeria is seen as a major trade partner to Ghana, and Ghanaians are not able to move their goods, so to speak, through the land borders, you could see a kickback. Also, globally, you know, because of the downturn, you find that a lot of countries are shuttering down. They're shutting down in their economy. They're trying to enhance, they're trying to harness or block leakages as much as possible so as to cater for their own citizens. Now, forming a regional bloc like the ECOWAS community, for instance, it should play the role or come into play the role of a mediator. Guys, we will cater for ourselves, we will cater for our people. If we do not come or form a unified front against the town downturn battering our economy as one, and we decide to splinter, it says that we will be further exposed to chaos. But if we unify our resources, draw on our human capital, draw on our individual pluses, we will be better positioned to weather whatever storms we have.
One of the biggest sites I would like to see is with the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, how this interface is also going to work out with the borders still closed. Yes, Ghana, Nigeria, these are independent countries.
True.
These are countries with their own leadership style and agenda, but we'll still want to see a situation whereby each region or each area or each block or each country pulls quite a strong win, and all of the legacies, look at the likes of Kwame Nkrumah and much more leading up to now. We would like to see Ghana improve much more, and also for Nigeria as well. We've had successive leadership that have proven to be beyond the test of time. We just have little hitches here and there that we just have to finalize. But at the end of the day, we wouldn't want to see either Nigeria or Ghana go back to that level where we would be heavily indebted poor countries at the end of the day. Thank you very much for your time on the Breakfast Show today.
Thank you for having me.